Hi everybody, my name is Debra Berke and I'm a yoga teacher in Montreal, and I've been teaching yoga to amazing little children for about 10, 12 years, and I got into it very flukily because I started doing yoga on my own with teachers and classes and all different people, and then someone suggested I try children, and I have always worked with children and I love children. And when my yoga teacher suggested I teach children, I thought, well, why aren't you teaching the children? Why am I teaching the children? You're the yoga teacher. And then I realized why. Because children are amazing. They don't do a quiet class. It's an interactive class. We laugh, we giggle, we, talk a lot. Sorry. So it's not really yoga like adults do it. So what I try to do with all my wonderful children is I try to teach them some poses, teach them some oming, teach them some spiritualness, a little bit, but basically we have fun. And I feel with all that's going on right now in the world, we need to be able to have some fun. And maybe this is of interest to some of you. Maybe some of you know me and you'll hopefully find my name and possibly want to share this with your children. But I feel I need to do something. It's frustrating not seeing all my little friends and not being there with you. So this is going to be interesting because I don't have the interaction. So please forgive me if it's a little drier than it normally would be, if it's not quite as funny, if we're not laughing as much, but I'm hoping that we can at least have fun together and share a little yoga. And please let me know. My name is Debra Berke, Berke @gmail.com. If you find a way to let me know if you enjoyed it, if I should do something different, any suggestions. We're all here to help each other and to be there for each other in this world today. So please, let's start, and I hope we enjoy. Hands in front of our hearts. You can either sit on a mat, sit on a floor, sit on a towel, however you feel safe. Try to keep space around you because we're going to stretch out, we're going to stand up. And I'm just going to pretend I hear you in my ears. So I hope that you don't laugh at me because I could be very silly sometimes. And it's one thing to be silly with my children. It's another thing to be silly all by myself here. But that's okay. Because I want to make you laugh and I want to laugh and I want this to be a fun activity. So let's take a deep breath in. Let's start with a big Om. Om. And I know my voice isn't the best and my children don't understand how I can do this, but shh, maybe the children like my voice, so shh, let's not tell them it's not so great. So now we've done our Om and we're in a beautiful yoga studio. We are no longer in our homes. We're in a beautiful yoga studio where we can do whatever we want for yoga. So we're going to start crisscross yoga sauce. Our legs are crossed. We're sitting up very tall. Our shoulders are back. We're putting our hands on our knees and we're taking a very deep breath in because it's very important. I'm assuming that people that are going to watch this are children that have done yoga before. So I will add a few little hints just in case they're not. The most important thing is to enjoy. The second most important thing is to just take deep breaths. Always breathe. Breathing is very important. You can put your hand on your stomach. You can put your hand on your heart. You can put your hand on your knees. As long as you're breathing through all the poses. Sometimes when I do a really hard pose, I go, and I'm out there and I can't believe it. I forget to hold my breath, to let go of my breath. So please don't hold your breaths. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Put your hand in the air, in the air. Put your hand in the air, in the air. Put your hand in the air. Wave to all your friends out there. Put your hand in the air, in the air. Put your hand on your knee, on your knee. Put your hand in the back, in the back. Give a twist like that. Give a twist like that. Give a twist, give a twist, give a twist. Twisting's really important. Take a deep breath. I like to tell all my friends, pretend you're taking a sponge and you take that sponge and you dip it in the water and then you take it out of the sponge and you twist it out. And you know what comes out of the sponge? All the extra water that you don't need. So when we twist like this, we take out all the extra stuff in our body that we don't need and we massage our organs. We make everything feel good inside, and twists are very healthy for everyone. Put your other hand in the air, in the air. Stretch your hand up there. Put your hand on your knee. Put your other hand in the back. Give a twist like that. So we're twisting from our stomachs. We're not twisting from our heads. We're twisting, we're pulling on our leg, and we're pulling and we're pulling and we're pulling and we're pulling until we can almost be a pulled pretzel. We're a little pretzel here. We're all stuck together. Take a deep breath. Excellent. We come to center again. We take our fingers, and our fingers are spiders today. So we take our bum and we make sure our bum stays on the mat. We don't want our bums to move. And we take our little fingers and we go, the incy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed that spider out. Stretch your arms out. Big sun. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the incy spider went up the spout again. Take a very deep breath. And then we stretch forward. And when I do this in all my classes, I can only get to about here. And all my children can go all the way down to the ground. So if you can go down to the ground and you can put your head on the floor, that's amazing. Take a breath. Come on up. Shoulders on your back. Let's make circles with our shoulders, because some of you that are sitting in front of TVs or you're in school, I'm not really in school, but you're doing school online and you're sitting in front of a computer, maybe you need to stretch a little bit and shake your shoulders out and shake your arms out and wiggle a little bit and get everything moving, because we're not going out as much as we normally do. And normally, I know my friends, we love to be outside in the beautiful weather. Let's stretch our arms up to the sky, hold your wrists, take a breath. And then we're pulling our arm over as if we're a beautiful rainbow. And if by some chance you're doing yoga next to a friend, maybe you can reach towards each other and you could make a beautiful arc and be a beautiful rainbow together. Take a deep breath in. Come on up. Hold your other wrist. Take a very deep breath in. All the way over to one side. Take a gorgeous breath here. It's so good stretching. Take a breath. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not used to being in the house so much and so long, and there's just so much cooking and cleaning we can do. We need to be active. Take a breath. You guys don't have to cook and clean though, unless you're helping, which would be so nice of you. Let's put our feet in butterfly. Again, my knees are too high. You guys can put your knees almost on the ground, which is really the whole point. You're supposed to be able to put your legs all the way down, but not to hurt yourself. In yoga, we're allowed to feel a little discomfort. We don't want any pain. If I'm telling you to do something and it's hurting you, you stop doing it. I'm not there to see you. I'm not there to hear you. You have to know your own body. Very important in yoga and in life to listen to your body. And if your body is saying, ow, this hurts, please stop. I really trust you to take care of your own bodies and not to be hurt. I would be very sad if anybody got hurt. Hold on to your feet. You turn your feet open as if you're reading a book. In butterfly, and you take a very deep breath, and again we come down, but from our chest, not from our heads. We come down, all the way down. Take a breath, and then we come all the way up, and I sing a little butterfly song. So if you'd like to sing, if you know it, please sing along with me. I fly like a butterfly, fly like a butterfly. I fly like a butterfly in the sky. I fly like a butterfly. I fly like a butterfly. I fly like a butterfly in the sky. My butterfly wings are flapping. They're flapping. They want to go fly. Lucky butterflies. They can be outside flying everywhere if they're allowed. So what I like to do is I like to ask all my friends what color butterfly they think they'd be. If you can close your eyes and imagine that you're a beautiful butterfly out there, and you can think about what colors, and my friends all choose the most beautiful colors, and they outline it in sparkles and jewels and gems and all kinds of colors. So when the class is over, you guys who want to, you could go draw a beautiful butterfly, and that could be your butterfly that you would be designing and telling me all about today. Since I can't hear you, I can only imagine the beautiful butterflies you would choose. Take a very deep breath in. Let's stretch our legs out. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Let's shake them out a little bit. Because sometimes it's hard when you're in a pose for a little long. It hurts your legs. Take a breath. We're going to bend our knees and we're going to go into boat pose. And boat pose is a lot of fun because when we're on a boat, we're free and we can see all kinds of beautiful things and animals. So let's try and see if we can be on a beautiful boat. Imagine. Guys, you have to use your imagination, and I know children are the best at using their imagination, so let's try. Bend your knees, take a deep breath in. Lift up your legs. let go of your legs if you can, and let's sing. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Cross your legs. I like to pretend I'm looking. Where am I looking? What do I see? Well, I have this amazing book with these beautiful pictures of animals. And what do you think? Maybe we saw a pussycat. What do you think? What do you think? Maybe we saw a beautiful pussycat. So all of you who know this pose, you know what to do. We go on our hands and knees, put our hands very flat on the ground. Our legs are under our hips, and we're a beautiful pussycat. So we take a deep breath in, and we round our back. We let go all the air. We push our air out. We're arching our back like a pussycat. Take a deep breath in. And this is a very magic pussycat. It also becomes a cow. Take our shoulders back. Our bum comes way up to the sky. We let our stomach fall down to the floor. And now we're a magic cow. Take a deep breath in. Push your stomach back. Make your back around, and we're a pussycat again. Meow. Meow. Take a deep breath. Come to a neutral back. That means your back just stays. It doesn't go up. It doesn't go down. It just stays neutral. Take a deep breath. Excellent. Now, I think when I was looking around on my boat, I think I saw another animal. I think I saw a beautiful doggy. I'm sure some of you have dogs with you. And the reason this pose is called doggy pose, downward dog, is because dogs do this a lot. And if you have a dog, I'm sure you've seen that. So we put our hands on the ground, we curl our toes under. There you go, you can see my toes now. And then we push up, push, 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 push up. Push up into downward dog, and your back is straight and your feet are straight. But you know what? My dog wants to go for a walk. So we bend one knee. We bend the other knee. And we keep bending our knees to go for a walk. And then, oh my goodness, my dog has to pee. What are we going to do? He picks up a leg. And he pees. And we put our knees down and we walk some more. And then my dog picks up his other leg because he has to pee again. That's what dogs like to do. Put your legs down. Excellent. Take a breath. Now there's another really cute pose that's part of a dog pose, but it's called puppy. So you take your hands, see my hands down here? And then you stretch them out straight, and you reach back, because puppies stretch. So it's a little bit like child's pose, but not quite, because we're not down there yet. Take a very deep breath. Excellent. Now I want everybody to come up on their knees and face me. This is a pose that a lot of my children love. And I think it's a very appropriate pose. It's a very good pose for now, for what's going on in all our lives, because all our lives are turned upside down. We don't know what to do. We're staying at home. We can go out a little bit. We can't go out. We can do this. We can't do that. We can't go to a grocery store. We can go to a grocery store. It's very hard. There are a lot of people out there that we have to say thank you to. The nurses, the doctors, the store owners, the people who are helping us, all the government people, everybody hopefully is doing such an amazing job, our own families. So we have to thank them. So I like to do this pose called superhero. So take your fingers, reach your arms way up to the sky. So normally when I ask my children who their superheroes are, they will say things like Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, Wonder Woman, Catwoman, all those fabulous people. But sometimes someone will say, my superhero is my mom, or my dad, or my siblings. And sometimes people even say their superhero is themselves. And that's really important. I love that. I love when you think you are your own superhero. So we have a lot of superheroes in the world. So let's take our arms out and let's dedicate this superhero pose to all the wonderful superheroes that are helping us get through this very difficult time for everybody and make it all better very soon. Take a deep breath. Let's release our arms. Excellent. Excellent. Now let's stand up, because it's very important to do some standing poses too. So we're standing in mountain. We're taking a very deep breath. Mountain is a really good pose. A lot of poses continue from mountain. You start a mountain and you go into all kinds of other things. So we're going to do a few. So first we're standing in mountain. So we're pushing our feet into the ground. Our head's coming all the way up high. Our shoulders are back. We're taking a very deep breath. We're going to make our legs wide. This is called triangle pose. And I bet you know why. Here's a very big triangle. Triangle pose is really good. And look around your room. I'm sure you can see triangles everywhere around you. I'm sure there's all different shapes. And I'm sure there are some triangles somewhere. Take your arms out to the side. Turn one foot out. Your toes go out. Can you see my toes? My toes go out. My other toes come in. And I reach all the way across till I can come down to the ground. And you can put your hand anywhere. On your leg, on your thigh. Doesn't matter. As long as you're like in a triangle shape. Take a deep breath in. Come on up. Very important to do the pose on both sides. Take a deep breath. Reach all the way to the other side. All the way down. Take a breath with your arm up. Big breath in. Triangle pose again. Take a breath. And come up. Put your feet facing straight. Put your hands on your hips. We're going to be a gorilla. Take a breath. Come all the way forward. Hang. Just hang. It's really good to just hang. It's really good for your body. You let everything fall. Take a breath. Come on up. Stand very tall. Again, turn one foot out. In days like this, we need to be really strong, so we're going to be a very strong warrior. Take a breath. Bend your knee. Bend, 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 bend. Take a breath. Come on up. Turn your feet. That was warrior 2. There's 3 different warriors, but that was warrior 2. Take a breath. Bend your knee again. Come all the way down as low as you can go. Not to hurt yourself. And your knee can't be pushing forward. It has to be straight. Straight. Take a breath. And come up. Excellent. Put your feet forward. Now there's a really good pose that we love to do because monkeys and gorillas and other kinds of animals like to climb trees. Balance poses are very important. Might be a little hard to do, so you can always hold on to something. Hold on to the wall, hold on to a table, hold on to a chair, whatever you want. If you can do it without holding on, that's great. You make one leg really strong. Let's see today if I can say. Sometimes I fall, but that's okay. Take a breath. Make your leg strong. Lift up your leg. Take your leg up. Put your hands in front of your heart. Stare at something that's not moving. That's your drishti. That's your focal point. That helps you stay focused. Boy, I can't believe I can talk and balance. It's not usually like me, but I guess I talk a lot, so it's okay. Take a breath. If you can, put your arms all the way up to the sky. Full tree. Full tree. Take a breath. Hands back. Leg down. Take a breath in mountain. Release your arms. Take another deep breath. Take your leg up and into your leg. Sometimes one side's a little harder to balance than the other side. That's okay. We're not exactly the same on both sides. And you know what? Sometimes I can balance today and I can't balance tomorrow. Because every day is different. That's what makes life fun. See? Take a breath. Come on down. I couldn't stay as long on that side. You stay as long as you want. It's really good for you. Stare at your drishti. Don't stare at the moving teacher who's going to make you fall probably. Take a big breath. When we're all back down, that's awesome. Great. So we're going to do something called a sun salutation. That's something that is a flow of poses. So for some of you that maybe are a little older and you know, the singing and stuff isn't really for you. This is really good for all of us. You can just do sun salutations during the day, a few of them. That's really good for your body. So what you do is you stand at the front of your mat because you need the whole length to go backwards. You stand, well, maybe not the whole length for some of you, but okay. So we're standing in mountain again, shoulders back, stomach's in, legs are really strong, arms come up to the sky. Take a big breath. Come all the way down to the floor. Walk your legs back. Come into a downward dog. Take a deep breath in. Come forward into something called plank, which is a push-up. And if you want, you can put your knees down. That's okay. And then you come all the way down to the ground. My ducky is blocking me. I wanted you to see my ducky because he's my little friend today. Take a deep breath. Come on up into cobra. Cobra, shoulders are back, stomach's up. Take a breath. Come on up. You're going to push back into child's pose. So it's kind of like we did puppy before, but now your knees are wide. You're sitting back on your heels. Your arms are straight forward and your bum is sitting on your heels. And this is a really relaxing pose. If you're feeling stressed some days or you're just, I don't know, just not a good moment, this is a really nice calming pose. And I'm sure you know what calm means. It just keeps you a little happier, a little grounded, and you just feel good. So just stay here. Take a deep breath. Come on up. We're going to stretch one leg back. When I do this with my friends at school, they love it because it's, again, a balance pose, and they just giggle. Lift your leg. Now it's your opposite arm. So opposite, left leg, right arm, left leg, whatever it is. It's the opposite arm and the leg, and stretch it out. Take a deep breath. And come back. And take another deep breath. Stretch your other leg back. Lift your leg up. Arms out. Excellent. Take a breath. Come on down. A lot of my friends still like that song, Baby Shark, do-do-do-do. I am not going to sing it, don't worry. But we do shark pose. So let's go on our tummies. Before we do shark, we're going to just do goddess. So, or sphinx, we like to call this. So your arms are by your side. Your shoulders are back. Your legs are straight. We take a deep breath in. And then if you want to come down for shark, you come on down. Put your arms on your back. Stretch your arms out straight. Take a deep breath and lift up. And this is a shark. And if you want, make a very scary shark face. Take a big breath. And come on down. Take a breath resting. And we're going to come up again because one time isn't enough. Take a deep breath. And get up there for that shark. Shoulders back, arms out, legs up. I don't know if you can see my legs because I'm a little short in this thing I see. But my legs are up too. My feet aren't touching the ground. Take a breath. And come on down. Rest your hands on your head. Take a deep breath again. And since sharks aren't my favorite, and really dolphins are, come on up. Go onto your hands and knees again, cat. Take your hands together. Curl your toes and come up into like a downward dog, but your arms are on the mat. So I don't know if you can see, I'll do it again, because this is a really great pose. So my hands are on the mat. My shoulders are back. I curl my toes under and I come on up. Downward dog. Legs. Just downward dog legs. Dolphin pose. Take a breath. And come down. Excellent. Excellent. We're going to turn over on our back. We're going to do bridge pose. Now in bridge pose, I may be looking at you because I think I see you sometimes, but you guys don't turn your heads. When you're in bridge pose, you lie down, you keep your legs bent, and you pick up your bum and you just look at your knees. You don't turn your head because that could hurt your neck. You just come up. I know some of you can even do wheel, if you know what that is. Some of you don't call this bridge, you call this wheel. But some of you can do wheel with your hands over your head and you lift all the way up. Be careful. Otherwise, just stay in bridge because bridges are really good. Take a deep breath. Come on down. Rest your back on the floor. Take a really deep breath. Come on up again. See if you can pick your butt up even higher. Imagine there's beautiful boats sailing underneath your bridge. And they're having such a beautiful day. Take a breath. Come on down. Let your back fall into the floor. Take another deep breath. A pose I love to do, because a lot of you are home with maybe little siblings, little brothers or sisters, and this is a pose that they do a lot when they're little babies. They pick up their legs. They don't necessarily hold them, they just maybe kick them up in the air. You hold them and you push your knees down. This is called happy baby. Happy baby, yay. We all have to be happy babies. Take a breath. We can learn a lot from babies because babies are always happy usually. Well, not always, but usually. Take a breath. Happy baby. Take a very deep breath. Take your legs up. Bend them. Hug them into your body. Hug them, hug them, hug them. Now, I'm going to end with Shavasana now, because I'm not sure how long we can do this. But if you do send me comments and you tell me it was a little too short, a little too long, a little too this, a little too that, I'm willing to listen and try to do this again. Practice makes perfect, so maybe if I do it again, it'll be even better, hopefully. But for now, very important for your body to rest. After you did a lot of yoga poses, you need to let your whole body appreciate the gift of yoga that you've given to yourselves. And so you stretch out your legs, you stretch out your arms. I'm going to come up just because I want to read you something, but you guys lie there just for a couple of minutes, just to get the full benefits of all the poses you did and to really let your body relax. And you know, it's very important to do this for yourselves. Take this time for yourselves. And right now, you're going to think that you're in a very, very special place. You're going to close your eyes. You're just going to take deep breaths in and out. In and out. And you're going to just imagine that you're in a place that you love. That you're in nature. That you're on a beach. You're in a beautiful park. You're near a beautiful lake. You just want to be somewhere where life is good and you can just take deep breaths in, deep breaths out, in through your nose, out through your nose. Try not to let lots of thoughts come into your head. Just think about where you are, smell the beautiful flowers, maybe smell the water. It's somewhere where you feel really safe and happy. It might be right where you are right now in your homes with your family. That's a very safe, wonderful place to be. Wherever it is, just sit there for a minute or two, taking deep breaths. Even when I turn off the video, if you want to still stay in Shavasana for a couple of minutes, please feel free. I want to send you all my love, my compassion, my wish for this all to be over soon, but for us to at least grown from all this time we've spent together and been together and hopefully done things together. And from my heart to your heart, I wish you love. Namaste. Please stay safe. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed.